What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Josh, and I'm here back with another haircut tutorial. But before we hop into this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. But anyways, in this haircut, I'm going to be giving my guy a high taper, taking down the top to a 1.5 or 1 guard open equivalent with the grain. As y'all can see, man, under that fro we got some waves popping. It's gonna bring this haircut to life, man, once I put that taper on it with the waves that's showing. This guy that I'm actually cutting was one of my principals from high school. He actually was one of the principals that saw me actually, growing in school as far as cutting hair. When I first started, he would always come into the classroom where I was cutting that, come check me out or whatever. It's crazy that I'm cutting his hair now though. Now that we're done taking the hair down, we're going to go ahead and start our first guideline of the high taper using my Rose FX Babyliss trimmers, setting in my ball line. And I'm kind of doing it at an angle, and we're not keeping the C cup, so we're just taking the line all the way up to the corner. So right after setting in my ball line, I'm going to go in with my cordless Wahl Seniors with the lever all the way open, going up about a ½ inch, setting in my next guideline. And then to take out this guideline that we're setting in, the line that's left behind, we're going to close the lever halfway or all the way closed and just start under the line and flick up to the line, bending this line now, opening and closing the lever as needed. So right after blending that line out, we're going to go into our next guideline, which would be with my number 1 guard with the lever all the way closed. I'm going up about another ½ inch. After setting in that guideline, to take out the guideline that it left behind, we're going to go in with the half guard right up under that number 1 guard, starting under the line and flicking up to the line, and that should flick the line right out. So right here I'm going to do some detail work with no guard on, doing some corner blending and just hitting the little dark spots. So right here, to start the process of taking out that dark area that you guys see, I'm going to start with my number 2 guard, and we're just going to be fading down from this point on in the video on this side taper. I'm going to drop down to my number 1.5 right after I use the number 2 guard with the lever all the way open, and then after I go across it enough times with the number 1.5 guard open, I'm going to drop down and close it, hitting that same dark area but not going up as high every time I drop down shorter as far as in my guard size. So right here I'm going to go in with my number 1 guard with the lever all the way open. If you guys remember, before we picked up the number 2 guard, we stopped at the guideline that I made with my number 1 guard closed. So this is the area where I meet the 1 guard closed with the number 1 guard open, and it blends right into that 1.5 area perfectly. But you have to make sure that you balance your fade out right, or it won't come out accurately, because you want to make sure every guideline and every, area of the fade is even, so you know what to use in that area. So right here, I'm going to be doing some detail work with no guard on. Right here, I'm doing my raking method to control the hair to kind of move it. And I'm using my corner blending method right here to hit any dark areas just to make this blend come out even better. So right here we're gonna move on to our neck taper, and we're gonna just start with our bald line using my same Rose FX trimmer to set it in, making sure that it's even all the way across, and making sure that we get all excess hair that we do not need to further this process. So right after setting in our bald line, I'm gonna go in with my Wahl Seniors with the lever all the way open, and I'm just gonna go up about a ½ inch, making sure that the guideline width is the same all the way across, so I can have an evenly balanced fade. Right after setting in that guideline, I'm gonna come back with the lever halfway closed or all the way closed, starting under the line, flicking up to the line, adjusting the lever as needed. So my next step in this neck taper is to go in with my number 1 guard with the lever all the way closed, just how like we did on the side taper, going up about a ½ inch, making sure that the guideline is the same width all the way across. Taking out that guideline, I'm going to come back with my half guard, starting under the line and flicking up to the line until the line is blended all the way out. Just like I did on the side taper, I'm going to come in with my number 2 guard right after finishing off that guideline, starting with the number 2 guard open, just flicking up at the dark line, you know, kind of softening it a little bit, finding the area, making sure that it's even all the way around, so that my fading steps can be accurate. Coming right behind that number 2 guard, I'm going to come down with my 1.5 guard, flicking right at the dark line, starting under the line, just flicking up to it, softening the line up to come back with my next steps. Right after I'm done with my number 1.5 guard, I go in with my number 1 guard with the lever all the way open, just blending that 1 guideline right into that 1.5 guideline area. So right here, I'm going to just show you guys the other side taper. I'm not going to do a tutorial on this side, but you guys can watch the process and watch this blend come to life. So right here I'm going to be applying some holding spray, then I'm going to come back with the blow dryer just to lock this hair down in place to get ready for this sharp lineup. So right here I'm going to go in with my Rose FX trimmers and I'm going to start my lineup process, and you guys already know, you guys can see it's already sharp. So I'm going to let you guys sit back and watch this lineup process come to life. And y'all already know, man, neckline hitting. Look at that curvature, man, the sharp line. I mean, it's just perfect, man, to be honest. The neckline is something crazy. And to be honest, guys, like my tips for my lineups is like actually like just see it before you do it. The clippers are gonna do the rest. Just see it and just prep the hair. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come to life, whatever you see. Y'all see I got the razor action going on right here, getting that line super crispy. YouTube, this is the before. If you guys watched it all the way up until this point, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are showing me nothing but love on my channel. We almost at 100K, but you guys see me unfold this haircut from start to finish. And without further ado, this is the cut. Let me know what you guys think about this haircut in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to know when I drop a new video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Joshxbarber. Like you guys see on the top of this video, it's your boy Josh, and I'm out.